Hello everyone, it's, as you might have expected, TEARRING SAGA, where Holmes is sailing across the sea. Very astute viewers will know that I actually moved from here to here very sneakily, did some minor item management. Hello Ursa, welcome back.
Hello.
And now we're headed to Granada first, and then I think through the desert, because the sandstorm that was conveniently there is now gone, completely gone, and we can go through and go for whatever Holmes is next in mind. Has he said anything about that? Not really, right?
I mean, he's just saying they're gonna go through the desert to meet up with Runan, basically, right? Because if you look at the map, then you should. I don't know if you can like free look. You can. Okay, yeah. You can get over to. You can like see that's pretty close to where we're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is.
Reeve,
yeah.
Alice and everything.
Yeah. Both of these were important. I forgot which is the one we conquered, but I know Runan.
That should be Roselia. Roselia is Runan's home duchy, princedom, principality, whatever we're called. I don't know what their government structure exactly.
We get it, yeah. And then this is just what is this then?
Reeve Palace. That's like the capital of the state. Like it's like I think Runan's like a minor lord basically, and then Reeve is like the capital of like it's like the all state equivalent. Think of it that way, right?
Okay.
Basically.
Now you speak in terms I can understand. All right.
Right. Sorry.
You can do this too. Hold up, I never noticed this.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that either. That's cool.
All right. It's like when you're pressing start on like the normal Fire Emblem gameplay maps, and you just kind of zoom around. It's kind of like that. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I think that like if we were doing this not in week breaks, it would be easier to remember because I think Morse kind of laid out how Reeve was kind of an empire of itself as well, and I think it's just decentralized a bit now, basically. But yeah.
All right, let's go because I think we have a couple of cutscenes coming up. Not here apparently though. I can only move in one direction, so let's go here. Arcana Desert. Apparently something is happening here. It's quite unusual for Arcana to have such clear weather as this, isn't it? It happens, but not very often. All the roads from Granada to Reeve proper run through the desert, but thanks to all the sandstorms, they're rarely safe. It's made Granada almost into an island. Hence why much of the city's profit is made from privateering. All contracted by Reevan nobility, of course. I can see how that would put your father in good standing with House Roselia. Is that how you became such good friends with Lord Runan? You could say that. My father liked to take me along when he was going abroad on official business, though most of the time I was in Roselia because I'd run away from home. My father and I never got along well, so I always hated staying in Granada. On more than one occasion, I snuck onto a caravan headed to Runan's and stayed there for over a year. Luckily for me, Lord Gramwood didn't mind. Runan and I were always polar opposites, but we both knew we could depend on each other if we ever needed to. Gramwood is his father, right? Runan's father?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got that charming quality about you, Holmes. You're like the world around which all the shining stars revolve. Flattery will get you nowhere, old man. Now let's get going before the weather goes bad. Look, Captain Holmes, I found this in the sand over there. This looks like a teaching manual. Maybe it'll come in handy. Nice work, Junie. Oh, you want a reward, huh? Let's see. How about a free bath when we get to Roselia? You like baths, right? Captain, you're a moron. Oh, if you keep your teeth alive, you get stuff.
Yeah,
That's
cool. It's like a desert map, so like but they're not making you do a desert map, so they just give you items if you have thieves in your group.
That's got to be the best quality of life feature in this entire game. I found something. Whoa, this is a wyvern flute. Good find, kid. I knew it'd be good to have you around. Tell you what, when we get to Roselia, I'll buy you some sweets as a reward. How's that sound? It sounds like you think I'm a 5-year-old. That's so funny. We even had a chapter where we actually had to pick these up, so I appreciate them giving this for free as long as we keep our thieves alive. Good thing I reset for Butt then, eh?
Yeah. Well, you could have revived her anyway.
Oh, sure.
I was just like, it was just like a turn. It's like turn 2, dude. Just do it.
Yeah. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hear villainy cutscene music. What's going on here? What are you all doing? You're sacrificing some people? Mother? Are you out here? Oh, this is... She's been gone so long I forgot her name. Katri?
Katri, yeah.
Yeah. Katri, no, stay away. It's a trap. Come quietly, Fire Shaman, or your mom will die. No, please don't hurt her. I'll do whatever you ask. No, Lady Katri, you mustn't. You have chosen wisely. Sleep now, child. There's much work to be done. Gwen Chaos, you villain. Ah, Holmes. Kaga try not to get women kidnapped challenge. Impossible. Alright, so much for keeping Katri safe here, I guess.
Yeah.
Katri. Send word to Sir Holmes. Tell him that Lady Katri has been taken. If we don't act quickly, her life will be in mortal peril. Alright, I'm glad they brought some stakes back onto the stage at least.
Yeah, because like everything kind of seemed like it all wrapped down. It's like,
Yeah,
oh no.
it did.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like there for a couple things now, because the detour to the tower already felt like a bit of a filler arc, in a way. I mean, I know it's not, because, you know, you actually revived someone. It should be a big deal, but it doesn't always feel that way. Alright, Roselia!
Here we go.
That's where the main character is. Oh, right, he looked like that. What's the matter, Entei? Why are you here all by yourself? I'm sorry. No, you don't have to apologize, but why are you here in this room? This was your room, wasn't it, Lord Rudin? That's right, it was. So why are you here? When I was a child, at least. Those wall scrolls were my late mother's, and my father gave me that toy sword. This place makes me feel so nostalgic. I see. I never let Holmes see this room. I must have thought it looked too childish or something for anyone else to see. Though there was one girl who saw it once. When I was 5 or 6 years old, father brought a little girl to the castle and asked me to play with her. She was such a kind girl, too. Though thinking about her always made me a bit sad. Why? It was a pretty silly thing in retrospect. We were just little kids then, but at the time it felt very important. Important? Yes. What are we doing here? Oh, right. I gave that little girl my sword. Wow, they did like flashback CGs. What the heck? I promised her. What did you promise her? She was crying, so I said to her, "Don't cry, I'll protect you." I promised I would take care of her. Little homie. And when she first arrived, she was shaking and crying in that corner there. Her guardian had told her that she was destined to be reborn as a terrifying dragon and burn the kingdom of Reeves to the ground. That's why she was crying. So I told her I would never let that happen. I vowed I'd watch over her forever. After that, she did her best to be happy. She promised she would never leave my side, but still, one day she suddenly vanished. I'm getting the feeling that she's back here now, personally. I know we were only kids, Entei, but I was absolutely... Yeah, there you go. I was absolutely furious with you. But I was absolutely furious with you. Lord Rudin, you finally remembered? I never forgot, Entei. Although I didn't know that you were the princess until Lady Claris hinted at it. I grew up without a mother or siblings, so you were the first girl I ever really knew. We were only together for a month, Entei, but while you were here, you were a part of our family. Then you were gone, just like that. You were taken away to the palace, and you never came back. I felt like I'd lost everything. I cursed you for abandoning me. I didn't know about the hardships you'd had to endure all those years. I resolved to try and forget about you. It was too much for a child to bear alone. Entei. Entei, your father was the one who gave that name to me. He stole me away from the water shrine so that I could live my life in peace as a commoner here. That short time I spent here in Roselia were the happiest days of my life. We laughed and played without a care in the world. You were my one and only friend, Rudin. But then after we were freed, you continued hiding under the assumed name of Entei. Well, I'd rather go by Entei instead of my real name. Did you never think of reaching out to me? After Sage Miles freed you, not once did you even think to contact me or my father. And then, when we finally met again in Welt, you acted like you'd never seen me before. Don't you understand how much pain you've caused me? How could you? How can you even say that? Because it's true. You've been lying to me all this time. That's not what happened. You're the one who... Are you in here, Lord Rudin? Oh, Lady Entei. I do hope I'm not interrupting. No, General Yugen. We were finished speaking. Please excuse me. Goodbye. Lord Rudin, I don't know what happened between the two, but it's not right to make a woman cry. Leave me alone, Yugen. Ah, there we go. Is this where you're sulking, Rudin? Whoa, what in the world is this room? Is this the room you never let me see when we were kids? Holmes? You're here. Obviously, yeah. I just got here. What happened to you, Rudin? Yugen said you were distraught. I was just thinking to myself, what's the point of all this? Why did I come back here? Why do I keep going? I don't know anymore. All that heavy stuff. I was thinking the same thing recently. You know why I think you're doing all this? Because you want to, Runen. Because you believe it's the right thing to do. And if nothing else, you'll find your reason again so long as you keep moving forward. It can't really be that simple, Holmes. Sure it can. You're just overthinking this. Come on, forget about all that stuff. Tonight, we're gonna celebrate. I brought some really high-class wine from Granada you're gonna really love. You went to Granada? Sure did. Even saw my dad there, too. Admiral Vels is alive? I was kinda hoping he'd bitten the dust, but yeah, he's still going strong. He's enjoying his retirement now, apparently. Thank goodness. Glad he's alright. And hey, that's one less reason for you to feel guilty, Runen. See, things are looking up already. They do have a kind of like a Hector Elwood vibe going on.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's like definitely part of the like one of the reasons why people say this the FE7 like it's was based off the script for this game. Yeah, it was based on the script for this.
Kaga took his notes with him when he left.
Yeah.
Now this is more like it. You never change, do you, Holmes? It's good to hear Katri's happy now. I was a bit worried about how timid she was when I talked to her. I thought you might have been too mean to her. Mean? I'm not mean. Rouge. Alright, everyone you reunites now. Mariel, why are you sitting on the ground? I seem to have drunk a little bit too much. Can you help me stand up? Fine, give me your hand. You shouldn't be drinking at all, Mariel. If Entei saw you like this, she'd scold you. I can drink if I want to. Entei has nothing to do with this. Why'd you have to bring her up, huh? You're really acting strange, Mariel. You must have drunk a whole lot. You like Entei, don't you, Marouge? That's why you thought of her. Well, what are you saying? I just... Hey, between me and Entei, who do you like more, Marouge? Because I like you. You... like me? No, wait, I can't answer that on the spot like this. Meanie. Marouge, you big meanie. That's it, I'm out of here. The only mean one here is you, Mariel. You're not yourself today. It's always fun to tease the sensitive ones. Frickin' not Zane. Frickin' Narcus.
Yeah. Awkward.
Oh, Marouge. Are you out for a walk too? Yeah. Listen, I've been thinking. What's wrong, Marouge? Sorry about what I said earlier. I overreacted a bit. Huh? Mariel, I really do. Nah. Awkward. Lord Lionheart, I'm so relieved to see you again, Renee. Why didn't you wait for me? Why would you leave all by yourself? I'm sorry, Lord Lionheart. When I left, I couldn't think of anything but finding Mariel. But you, me, I didn't know you would be so worried about my safety. I know I treated you coldly back then, Renee, but I couldn't forget about you. It was only after you went missing that I realized how much I still care for you. I don't want to lose you, Renee. Lord Lionheart? I understand now. I know I'll never forget about Lan, but that doesn't mean you and I can't live a full and happy life together. Renee, I promise to love you for as long as I live. Lord Lionheart. Kate. Princess Sasha. Is something the matter? I was about to ask you that. Are you alright, Kate? Yes, milady, I'm fine. I'm just tired is all. It's about Zeke, isn't it? Ever since you left, you haven't been yourself. Everything's gonna be fine, Kate. I'll ask Lord Runen to find Zeke. Don't you worry about a thing. If you keep worrying like this, you're gonna get sick. Princess Sasha. Oh, do pardon me. Ah, you're Raquel, aren't you? From the northern village in Gram. Yes. I didn't realize you would join as well. Why didn't you come talk to me? There wasn't anything in particular to talk about. Here you are, Roger. Oh, hello there. This is Raquel. I'm just a simple hunter. Do excuse me, Sister Mel. Interesting. They've been in the army together for like a lot of chapters.
Yeah, apparently they've never talked before.
We haven't had a drink together like this since the night before the Battle of Balt. A drink with King Raphael. I never thought I'd experience that again. Neither did I. I'm surprised these old bones of mine still move so well after all this time. I'll even be turning 50 in just a few years. Hot damn. That's not how you draw a 50-year-old, but okay. Maybe old, but we can't let these young ones outdo us yet. You can't call yourself old just yet, Raziel. You're still in your 30s. You've still got a few good battles we can get out of you. As for me, I think it's about time I retired. That tragedy at the Battle of Balt just goes to show how old I'm getting. I understand how you feel, but what about taking care of Welt? Until Sasha gets married, I was thinking I might leave it to Lisa's boy. He is a popular one these days. course, I'd have to convince him to agree to the job first. But Runen, we have a big problem. That old geezer again. Why does he always have to ruin our fun? Oh, Holmes. Good, I was looking for you too. Oh? You must return to Salia immediately. Something terrible has happened. Something terrible? Gwen Chaos has kidnapped Lady Katri. Lady Claire needs you back at the castle as soon as possible. Well, what? Of course. Of course. Sorry, Runen, but duty calls. We'll have to continue this another time. I wish I could go with you, Holmes. Don't worry about it, Runen. You've got your own troubles to deal with. I'll take care of Katri. Run, Holmes. We should prepare carefully before we head out to Castle Celia. We never know what we might be able to stop and rest again.
Okay, it's Division 3 time.
Oh god, they split up again?
Yeah, you have a...
Just let me have a massive army, man.
No.
Come on.
Okay, so...
Alright, I wasn't ready for this, but let's go.
Yeah, so... as far as I remember, and like from what I looked at, the Division 3 is not as... There's not really as many important things to consider, like, with regards to, like, events, I think, after this point, so you should mostly just don't have to think about it too hard,
okay.
I think. Like...
Mm-hmm. So is there any one or two in particular that I should change here? Because I think they just leave it the way it was before, right? Generally speaking.
So... You could leave it the... Yeah, if you're happy with your army comp, it's probably okay to leave it the way it is, but... you probably do want to redistribute some money and try to buy some stock up and stuff for sure. Like, at least. So.
To redistribute some pillums around. I think Runen was like completely short, whereas Holmes is walking around with like 5 pillums under each arm.
Well, I suppose I think the LTC thing is to have Renee and Sierra on the same route, because then you warp Sierra, you rig the boss kill with Sierra, then you warp Holmes and Seas or whatever. Basically, I think that's the. Or you do that on Runen's route, like that. If you're I would think it's probably better to put Renee and Sierra together, because those are the cheese combo, if you get what I mean, basically. So if you ever do decide, fuck this map, I'm warping it, then you want those two together.
Yeah, and Runen doesn't have the option to warp at all, right? If I keep those on Holmes, probably.
Yeah,
There's no warp staff or user for it, so Runen probably has to play it straight for the most part, anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think? Because we have some units that I've used in the past to kill bosses with, some which were better than others. Do you think it warrants putting Yoda on Runen's army right now?
So, in my opinion, because your Shigan is pretty loaded, right? Your Shigan's pretty rigged at this point, isn't he? Like, I would probably say that Yoda to Runen is probably a decent idea, because now you have like 2 extremely fast, reliable, high, MST, kind of. Because I think they're faster than faster than your other units, right? Like, you don't have anybody else.
Yeah, he has 20. Wait, this is Samson. Shigan. Oh wait, not Shigan. Shigan is 25. We're looking for Yoda. Yoda's 21. Speed. Whereas, like, who else is like a good boss clear? Like Raphael, not really, right? Riel, wow, she's trash. I never trained her, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess Esther was really good, but
yeah, Esther's pretty good, actually. Looking at that looks pretty good, to be honest. Although Yoda has better skills, but
yeah,
I mean,
Esther just doesn't do like a massive damage in one hit. She just has utility skills, more like.
Yeah. So Esther's fine. She has good stats. It's been a while since for me as well.
Yeah.
Raffin is definitely a little bit slow. Mince has flurry, but he's kind of slow. Vega is his strength is a bit worse, so like, but he would be also okay.
Yeah, so there would be added value to having Yoda here. I'm fine with that because I don't feel like this team needs Yoda per se anyway. Do we have to switch? Or can I put him at the end? Okay, I can put him at the end.
You put him at the end, yeah.
Okay, that's fine with me. Wait, can I do anything with Runen?
Yeah, you can. You should be able to touch Runen's items. That's the whole point. If you go to like armies, Runen, I think you should be able to move route. You should be able to do something, shouldn't you? Or maybe you can, maybe he's not.
This is just for moving units around.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe stuff that's in Runen's inventory isn't actually touchable. Maybe that's funny.
Well, maybe once I get control of Runen again, I can sell his money bags at least.
Yeah.
But I can't make the gold with that money bag go to Holmes. Yeah. To be honest, we might not need it because I do have like 6k maybe to buy some pillums if I need to.
Yeah, there's also doesn't Runen side also have some gold anyway that you can redistribute in your total gold amount in your manage.
He's a little bit. He is like 5k. Yeah, most of these units are just not going to see use, so... And I looked over everyone's inventories. They had, like, stuff to use, so it should be fine. I also have a Smith's Hammer I can still use on, like, a weapon that's not starred to repair it if I have anything that really requires... Like, let's say I want to repair my Brave Sword because I've been using it 69 times or something, then that's also an option. So it should be good. I'll make a backup save in case there's something really egregious that's worth going back for, but I doubt that exists.
I think because you've got Renee and Sierra on this route, that it's unlikely you'll have problems, basically. So yeah. Because any real problems that you could run into, you can just warp through.
But I mean, the army's also fairly good at playing it straight, even after they've left Yoda. So I guess we'll just start moving. Because they said that we're unlikely to be able to stop before doing anything else, right? So we're just going to get full into it. Fort Helfa. Technically, yes, but we prefer privateers. Don't lump us together with those heartless idiots who were holding you prisoner. I knew it. You are pirates. Oh, dear. Oh, is he flashbacking?
Yeah.
They're going fast. I mean, this is a cutscene I already read anyway. Holmes is learning. I'm just being normal. I just happen to be a jackass. Just stop crying, okay? I'll make sure nothing happens to you while your powers are still awakening. I promise I'll protect you. All you have to do is trust me. You got that, Katri? Wow, it's like poetry. It rhymes. What the hell are you doing here, Katri? A bath should not be taking this long. Think of everyone else who's waiting. Ha! I should just walk in there and drag you out myself. Oh, isn't this when she got... When they did the bait with that guy that was going to kidnap her, but then it was actually the bishop, yeah. That's my father. He's actually alive. Shut up for a second. I'm thinking. Sorry. It's just about to tell you plot important things. It's gonna save you like an entire side quest. Get off me, damn it. This is no time for hugs. We've got a battle to fight. It's not like you're the only reason I'm doing this anyway. Thank you, Holmes. It's going so fast, I cannot keep up with it. Of course we'll be fine. Don't worry about us. Really? If you say so. Hey, Holmes, what's the holdup? I'm coming, Shigen. This is when he was fucking dead, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shigen's ghost calling to Holmes. Oh, that's the... Yeah, the bracelet. The tearing bracelet. The saga bracelet. Hey, what's this idiot thing? But what if you're in danger, Katri? Without this bracelet, how will you be able to protect yourself? You'll be there to protect me. I believe in you, Holmes. Just get across the whole world map and come for me. Katri, I'm sorry.
Just a... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, vulnerable moments and then character developments.
Yes. I think it's interesting also, well, you know, we're talking about differences between Modern Fire Emblem and this, that, like, Fire Emblem has kind of avoided making explicit, like, pairings, if you get what I mean. Like, it started to avoid doing that since the support system was, like, expanded on.
Yeah.
But Kaga's, from what my understanding, is leaning pretty hard on, like, nah, I'm just pairing these characters, deal with it kind of stuff a lot, by comparison.
Yeah. Except in FE4, of course. And even there, it has, like, leanings.
Even then, it's open-ended, for the most part, besides Sigurd and Daedra. So.
Lord Holmes, I heard the unfortunate news. Bishop Law, do you know what the cult is planning to do with Katri? For centuries, the cult's primary goal has been the resurrection of their god Gurxel, and for that they need shaman blood. I thought that Katri would be safe in that isolated village in Salia, but it seems I've been careless. The resurrection of Gurxel, it would be the end of the world, but why do they need the shamans for that? Couldn't they have just used the Dakruon? The Dakruon's magic is insufficient to revive the soul of one as powerful as Gurxel. It would take the power of Utona herself, or that of her children, to do it. Surely you've heard the ancient warning. The holy maiden lies slain, and shadow envelops us. The black rain falls. Right, but I assumed the holy maiden meant Utona, and she was never killed, so... It does refer to her, but those who have inherited her power will also suffice. If they are sacrificed, Gerxa will awakening. I know this is all already, like... I know we've said this a lot about the game that references Fire Emblem, but it's just so much like Medius and
yeah,
four
for sure,
maidens
100%.
that were sacrificed to revive him. So what is this black rain that the prophecy mentions? During his battle against the Jugudi, Gerxel brought down storms of dark ichor onto those who opposed him. Entire armies were turned to ash in seconds. An immortal body and unbeatable strength. With that kind of power, it's a miracle there was anyone left for Gerxel to rule. Indeed, there was little hope for humanity. Gerxel's power could only be matched by that of goddesses Miradona and Utona. And that is why Utona blasts Carluon's blade with her power, so that he could harm Gerxel. Carluon's sword was broken centuries ago, so if Gerxel is resurrected, we're screwed. How do we stop that from happening? Do we have to get the sword? Utona's power was divided among her daughters into 4 guardian dragons. Mosa, Rakis, Neuron, and Cranion. Gwen Chaos will need all 4 shamans in order to perform the resurrection. That'd be pretty difficult to pull off. The only shaman around these days is Katri, and maybe the witch dragon. Wait a second. There's that Princess Tia, she could be one. Indeed, she's also an earth shaman. And there are also the water shaman Maeve and the young wind shaman Nefa. So Maeve is Entei. Did we meet Nefa? I forgot.
Nefa's in what's his face? His party, the other guy's party. I've forgotten his name.
Oh,
Senate, I believe.
Oh, that third quest we occasionally hear about.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that came as NPCs when we were fighting the actual final boss.
Yeah.
And the young wind shaman Nefa. All 4 shamans are alive right now? You've got to be joking. That's why the cult has made their move. For the first time ever since the reign of Carluon, all 4 shamans have been born into the same era. So we've already lost. It fades to a game over screen. Alright. Fort Bolt. Go, Holmes, go!
Too late.
I will make my own way from here. Thank you for your kindness, Sir Holmes. Already, he was just coming along for the ride. You aren't coming with us? I'm afraid not. It's taken all my strength just to travel with you this far. But let me give you one final lesson. You mentioned before that Carluon's sword has been lost to the ages. However, you were quite mistaken. While not in its original form, the sword that slew Kalbazan still lives on. Is Kalbazan another name for the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay. There is still hope for this world yet. You must seek it out at the Fire Shrine. Fire Shrine, got it. You know, you never cease to amaze me with just how well informed you are, Gramps. Who are you, really? At the moment, just a simple bishop. Do take care on your travels, Sir Holmes. What a mysterious fellow. Right. Keep moving. Hidden village. This is where she was last seen. But let's look for fingerprints.
Detective vision.
Detective Holmes, if you will. Sir Holmes, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. It isn't your fault, Lady Clarice. It's that damn Gwen Chaos's. Sir Holmes, are you familiar with the legend of Dark God's revival? A man calling himself Bishop Law gave me the gist of it. So it's true then. I'm afraid so. There's no doubt in my mind that Gwen Chaos has taken her to the Temple of Gerxel as a sacrifice to him. It's absolutely insane. What could he hope to gain by doing that? Lady Clarice, I will go and rescue Katri. Tell me, where's the Temple of Gerxel? The quickest route there would be through the Fire Shrine to the north. How convenient! The 4 shrines were built over great cave entrances that all lead to the Altar of Gods, where Gerxel lies slain. But hasn't the road to the Fire Shrine been sealed away and condemned? Yes, the bridge was destroyed to keep out the foul beasts that appeared, but I ordered it rebuilt after Katri was taken. Sir Holmes, please take me with you to the Fire Shrine. This is my responsibility too. You're free to come along, but we're leaving immediately. We have to find Katri, and fast. Alright, nice. Oh, Lord Holmes, could I have a moment? It's about Katri. I want to help in any way I can. Sorry, King Dangnell, but I don't think you're going anywhere fast in your condition. Just leave Katri to me. I'll bring her back to you. Please do, Lord Holmes. Katri is our treasure. I understand. She's my treasure too. She's my treasure too. How sweet of you, Holmes. Were you eavesdropping on me? I just wanted to make sure I knew all the details before we headed out. We're in this for the long haul, so we better stock up on what we need right now.
We already did that!
Yeah, I was about to say. Forbidden Bridge. Monsters. Ah, I remember this this problem. Did we get a new unit, or is she just in with us for a story, that woman? I forgot what her name was.
She's with you just for the story. She's not a playable character.
Okay, she's probably about to die then. Knowing how sometimes this goes. Okay, so I mean, there's stuff to buy here, but I think I have everything I need. Let me just like real quick check what they have in store.
Maybe the vendor has something, but you already gave all your gold to Ruin anyway.
Oh, true. I can buy a good old iron bow, and that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I don't even remember what this was. But I'm pretty sure I've been able to shop here before too, with gold in pocket and everything. Oh yeah, this is a decent vendor, but I have what I need. Let me just make another save before in case my computer blows up and I have to go through all this again. So who's with us again exactly? The caretaker or something? What's her name? Not the caretaker, like a friend of the family?
Lady Clarice. Okay. Clarice is related, I believe, to the royal family of Salia, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like how Entei is related to the royal family of Reeve, basically, right? Like it's like their dynasties are tied up in these kind of in the same way with the Holy Blood stuff, but they kind of have like an offshoot thing where they send people who like manifest the brand or whatever, if you want to call it, put it that way, to become nuns or whatever, because they need to be kept away from everybody, basically. So yeah, she's part of that branch.
Okay, fair enough. I'm assuming we have to go up to here.
Yeah.
Okay. And this just a skirmish, I guess.
Yeah, this is just it's going to be a very easy. In fact, this map will be done in one turn if you use exercise. Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say that might be an option. I can't repair the exercise, right? But how much do I really? Oh, this is even a map we played before.
I would just exercise. I don't think there's a point in really playing this out. So,
I agree. Where's need Renee, right?
Yeah, she's deployed. Okay. You're good.
All right. Let's see how much she gets rid of, because she won't get rid of all of them, probably.
No, but then you just do it again next turn.
Alright, Renee. Do your thing. Ew.
Like, if you exercised her, she would get rid of everything. In one turn, maybe. Not exercise, sorry, and sorcery.
Oh yeah, because it's up to magic, right? Oh yeah, maybe I should have done. I mean, I could do it again. I don't know. These are like really easy, right?
Yeah, but like think of all the time you're spending. Wait, dance her and do it again. Just dance her and do it again. Like, it's fine. There's plenty of uses of it.
All right.
And this is a joke map anyway. Like, there's nothing going on in this. It's not interesting to play. You're just.
It's not. It's more about a hoarding exercise than anything else. Alright, that takes care of that. Oh, it's actually a story. Hold up. Where do they keep coming from anyway? The cult can't be responsible for summoning all of them, can it? There's just way too many. These demons were created by Gerxel himself, or at least what remains of him. At the altar of gods, the slain Gerxel continues to wreak havoc by summoning these familiars to do his bidding. The 4 shrines were originally built to seal off entrances to the caves leading to the altar. But in the war between Leda and Salia 40 years ago, both the earth and fire temples were laid waste, and the seals there were broken. About the fire shrine, we broke into it a few years ago, and stole a couple things. We didn't realize that the temple was so important back then. You hardly could have caused any damage that wasn't already done to it. It was already in bad shape. That's a load of my mind. So, why is the monster problem particularly bad in Leda? Because Leda was destroyed. While Salia is largely in disarray, there are still soldiers to fight off the invading monsters. We've worked hard recruiting volunteers, as well as hiring mercenaries from Iriel. Even Viceroy Ahab had his men drive off some of the hordes of creatures. It was best for all mankind. Oh, okay. Now the actual map? I guess? Or is it just...
This is a... I believe this is like no. This is
A
a
cutscene? What is this?
no. This is the map. This is the map. But you can warp. You can basically just warp skip this, I believe. Because guess who it is?
No, my God.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. Why?
Oh, look, come on! There had to be at least one downside to how good he was,
Of course,
right?
I knew it. Someone spoiled it for me. You're like, yeah, he has the stats you gave to him when you fight him, but I guess it's not a big deal.
He's still worth you. He's still worth using.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a whole new kit, or like a whole new set of shields and everything. Oh my God, what the
yeah.
fuck?
I forget what's the objective here. I forget
That's
if
a
it's
good
right or
question. Can we see it here?
You should be able to. I think. Maybe.
I gotta.
Maybe not.
Oh, I just deploy people and see them.
No, wait. Let me check. I can just check.
Okay, fair enough. We'll see if you can beat me to my preps. Gonna guess I'm not one of gone on Bud for this one. Wasn't Zeke like sort of? Wouldn't he be able to have some kind of event with Kate or something? Like
No.
Kate? No. Okay.
He does not.
That's so weird. They even talked about each other, right? Interesting. Well, anyway. Anyhow, I'm assuming it's either kill boss or
It's Zeke. It's Zeke. Yeah, it's kill Zeke. So yeah,
kill Zeke. Okay.
Yeah. So you can warp Sierra and then warp someone else in with Renee and try to kill him in one round and just end the map in one turn basically.
Okay.
The village over there would have some. Did you change who you were deploying?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you deployed Sierra.
Did I not?
Okay, you did. Okay. The village over there would have Sierra if you hadn't gotten her earlier.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Or I guess Sierra also has like a relationship with Zeke.
Yeah.
Everyone is information commander. The reinforcements are also on their way. Excellent. Tell the front lines to begin the attack. We can't let these pagans near the temple. As you command, sir. Why do you encourage them so, Zeke? These men aren't worth your time. What are you talking about? I forget that you've been away. Thanks to those meddling Ledans, we've had to make do with these volunteers, even though they lack the proper qualifications worthy of our great nation. They're no better than arrow fodder. Father Nevka. They're loyal and willing to soldiers for the cause, aren't they? His Excellency teaches that every man has his own role to play in Gerxel's world. You're a priest and I'm a soldier. We are both men of Zoa. If we look down on these men simply because they're not like us, then we're no better than the pagans. You fail to see the greater picture. There will be no place for these men in the new world Gerxel will build for us. Their place is to die here and buy His Excellency time, and that's it. This arguing is pointless. Babble in your own time after you've annihilated these heathens. Just let me do my job, Father Nevka. Don't interfere with my duty. Very well then, I'll be watching from the sidelines. Alright. I mean, Zeke was on Runan's squad, right? Not Holmes's.
Yeah.
Looks like we found the enemy. I'd recognize the tacky uniforms anywhere. Those are the cult's Shadow Knights. Don't let your guard down for a second. They're fanatics, and they won't hesitate to strike you down in the name of Gerxel. I know how these guys are trained. They're weakest when they're separated. We should focus on breaking up their lines. Since when did you become a strategist? And since when have we used strategies? We'll just wipe them out like always. These guys are no joke, Holmes. We need to be careful. Stop bickering like school children. The enemy is advancing.
Okay, so let's see. How much are his defensive parameters on?
They're pretty
Zeke?
insane, right? Because he has all those shields. This is
but
the
like
main boss. Let me just check the objectives just to show it on screen. Conditions. Yeah, this defeat Zeke. Yeah, so effectively it's 35 defense and
14 magic defense.
14?
Yeah, like the one in
Yeah.
brackets. The one in brackets is going to show that. So yeah, you have crits and skills are going to be how you get through on physical side. Magic you can probably I don't know how much can hit Sierra. Sierra's not going to double is the problem basically, but she's going to do something at least.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't start with. He doesn't have one to range, so I can like get a free shot at him with Sierra and see what happens. And then I guess although if I warp Sierra here, nothing happens and everything is fine. Is that house worth visiting or anything?
There's nobody in it now because there's no.
Oh right, you weren't talking about this, right? This is just background. This is
I
this is
think
a
that
house.
one's. Check what's up there.
Come on.
It says there's a items treasure chest. 1 second.
I'm just interested because like these guys, oh, they're kind of weak. They just have good weapons. Around 20 attack.
1 second.
I'll just move people in case I'm not warp skipping. I'm pretty sure I deployed Naron here. I don't see him, so maybe I didn't. No, Naron would be kind of bad.
Nope. That's a secret shop on the side, which
Oh.
has a bunch of dark magic for
Oh.
sale in it, basically, which I think Sierra can use, but I don't think any of it's actually all that good from what I remember.
I'd have gold anyway.
Yeah.
I guess we could just check how much Shiara does, and then if it doesn't work out, then there's always just
Yeah.
resetting.
And before I fucked up like massively and made you spend tons of gold that you shouldn't have, and that you actually were supposed to stock up here, which is betraying how little I know about this game sometimes. I'm gonna check what that stuff is like, how good it is. Let's see, dark magic. Evil Worm. Power 8, hit 60, crit 0, range 1 to 3, weight 12. Doesn't seem good. Next.
She's
Janura.
like 15,
Okay.
so crit would do a lot.
Janura.
Well, let's
Power
see.
10, hit 84, crit 0,
I'm fighting Zeke.
weight 8. Okay, you're just fighting it? Like, we're just
I mean,
going like,
I'm
fuck.
just hitting him, and then if it goes wrong, I just reset.
You can warp in someone else.
Yeah, I know. It's you
Yeah.
lots. Sorry, but you have to die. Custom music? Gaming. Crit? No. Yeah, there might be some problems here. Well, I don't have Yoda, so I guess my best bet is like
Shigen.
Holmes or something?
Shigen. Or
Oh.
Luna with Shigen or something, right?
I guess. Bah, I tire of waiting. Zeke, take care of the rest of this. Oh, he just gets out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, there's a witch there too. Interesting. So what that would be from here is... Yeah,
Just make sure Holmes trades him the Luna, because it ignores defense.
that does sound pretty good to someone
Should
with...
probably move Holmes before you trade, because I don't know if Renee can Renee warp Shigen properly? Okay, she can. Okay, good.
We all good. Alright.
You can also dance Renee and then warp someone else again as well. Like if
Yeah.
you need, so you should be good.
Alright, let's get him, Shigen. Another cult member coming in.
I think Shigen and Sierra have a support, so like maybe like the optimal way to do this would have been to warp Shigen
Yeah.
first. I think.
Now you tell me. Does it still show up in their thing? Like here? Oh, oh, they have a support together though. This also helps.
Yeah.
Look at that. Calculated. Yeah, it doesn't show in enemies, I'm afraid. I know you double. Like, I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, easy. Oh boy, 35 attack. Well, just
You should. Yeah, I think you should have put the. I just realized Holmes's anti-crit thing would have probably been a good idea to put on Shigen, but I forgot that until just now.
Oh, here's that item, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this game gives you like a really busted thing every 2 chapters, and then it's just easy to forget about it because oftentimes it's the end of the chapter.
Mhm. Yeah. If this doesn't work, then definitely give Shigen the goddess shield, basically.
Well, let's see. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
You're good.
Silver Shield broke, and so did Zeke. Ugh. Damn. I let my guard down. No, my man Zeke. I miss you so much. I know I have like 500 other broken units, but it still kind of hurts. Don't kill that guy. What? That's a deserter, Zeke. He must have been a spy. Tie him up and I'll deal with him later. Oh, okay. I was really hoping there would be something like this, because I was like, it'd be kind of sad if it just like was just gone.
died. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's her again. I'm disappointed, Zeke. You let your guard down, didn't you? Forgive me, sister. I am ashamed. Let's just get you out of here. We'll make them pay for this later. No! Look at this place. If it hadn't been for the cult and this blasted war, they could have lived in peace. And while the kings are off waging their selfish wars, the common people suffer. Yes, that is why Salia needs a good king. An honorable king with strength and kindness in equal measure. Lady Katri has a kind, gentle heart, but she has not the strength to rule. What say you to the task, Sir Holmes? With Lady Katri at your side, you would make an excellent king. Give me a break. I don't want to be a king. What are you getting all pissy about? Lady Claire's was obviously just kidding. No one in their right mind would want you as their king. Anyway, I've got some bad news. Oh, great. What happened this time? That Shadow Knight we captured. Zeke, wasn't it? What about him? Did he keel over or something? No, he escaped. One of the cult's witches warped him out before we could catch her. They what? Damn it all. Was no one guarding the prisoners? It's a good question, but teleportation works in mysterious ways.
Apparently, one of those dark magic tomes was like pretty. Oh, so you might want to just stop now because, like I said, like these things all are back to back. So
yeah, this sure is a lot.
Yeah, this is another easy warp skip though. But if you want to stop, it's fine.
Let me find out how long we've been going. Fair amount. Yeah, we can stop if you want. How much more there is this of this?
I think there's another. Well, this including this, I believe there's one. Let me double check before you see the one.
It hasn't been that long, but a lot of it was like prepping and doing nothing.
Yeah, you have this map plus one more, and the next one, but with Renee, it could be pretty fast, basically.
True.
If you want, you could just blitz this with Renee if you want to, basically, and then then one map of Runen will take a while because you don't have warp, basically.
Yeah. Is it Runen after this?
No. Yeah, like after you do this map and the next map, you'll have to do Runen's maps.
Oh,
yeah.
fair. I'm down for making it a short one and just doing the next two next time because we did do a lot of story reading, I guess. I'm assuming this is also kill boss or seize or something.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
I remember this guy. Good old guy. What about you? Are you the same? No, this is just a random. Yeah, we could do this next time. It's fine. I'm not in a hurry to finish the saga of Tearrings.
Yeah, this map is seize, and the seize point is with the witch. So you kill the witch and then you can seize. I believe.
All right. In that case, we'll wrap this up for today, and then we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Later. Bye.